Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a boy named Adil who loved his toys very much. He kept them neatly on shelves in his room. One day while playing with his favorite toy monkey, Mickey, Adil noticed that Mickey's fur was a bit ruffled and his clothes were torn. Mickey, who had been passed down from his grandfather, was an old toy, but Adil loved him dearly. While cleaning his beloved Mickey, Adil said, "Oh, Mickey, you're so beautiful. Everyone says you're just an ordinary toy, but I know there's something special about you." To his surprise, Mickey suddenly shook his head and said, "Adil, do you think they're right?" Startled by Mickey's talking, Adil asked, "Mickey, did you just talk? Am I dreaming?" Mickey nodded and replied, "Yes, I talked. Your love has brought me to life, and now I can talk to you." Overjoyed to have found a friend in his toy, Adil exclaimed, "That's great. I found a friend." From that day on, Adil played with Mickey every day, sharing his secrets and laughter with him. One afternoon, Adil and Mickey went out to play. They visited an old toy shop filled with all kinds of old toys. Adil couldn't believe his eyes when he saw so many forgotten toys inside. "Look, Adil, so many old toys, but they all look so damaged," said his friend Ahmed, who accompanied them. Pointing to a dusty box on a high shelf, Adil replied, "You're wrong, Ahmed. Each of them must have their own story." The shopkeeper, an old man with a kind smile, heard their conversation and approached them. "Boy, look at this. It's a very old toy with some magical powers. Your friend will love it," he said, handing them a box filled with old, tattered toys. Intrigued, Adil examined the box. "I love this. I'll buy it." When they returned home, Adil placed the new toy on the shelf with the others. Suddenly, a faint blue light came out of it, and all the toys started to shake. "Mickey, what's happening? Why are the toys shaking?" Adil asked, surprised by the sudden movement. "Adil, I told you that toy wasn't ordinary. It's a magical toy that's affecting all the others," Mickey replied, worried. Before Adil could react, a doll got up and started to dance. A toy car started to run on its own, and the toy train derailed and moved around the room. "Oh, this is so fun. It looks like our toys have come to life," Adil said, laughing. "Adil, this isn't fun. It's dangerous. The magic of this toy is trying to take control. If we don't control them quickly, they will wreak havoc in the room, and this magic might spread throughout the house," Mickey explained. Realizing the danger, Adil and Mickey tried to stop the chaos. They chased the toys that were running everywhere, but it seemed like a never-ending game. "Stop! Where are you running?" Adil called out to the runaway doll. "Adil, we have to catch that toy that's laughing. It's the master of all this," Mickey shouted, noticing that the source of the magic was the old tattered toy they had brought from the shop. Determined to end the chaos, Adil and Mickey worked together to catch the magical toy, which they now called the sorcerer. They devised a plan to gain control. "Mickey, I'll distract the doll in the car. You block the train's path," Mickey said. "Okay, but we have to be fast. These toys are very mischievous," Mickey replied, understanding the urgency. Together, they faced the challenge. Adil, Mickey, and the other toys ran after each other, creating a whirlwind of color and sound in Adil's room. Seeing them, the sorcerer laughed, enjoying the pandemonium he had caused. "Mickey, I have an idea. When I make the sorcerer bend, you secretly put him in his box," Adil called out. "That's a great plan, Adil. But how will we get that box?" Mickey responded. Realizing they needed help, Adil and Mickey moved toward the sorcerer together. Adil called out to his other toys, making way. "My dear toys, I'm not angry with you. I just want to put you back in your places so we can all live together nicely," he said gently. The toys stopped their mischievous behavior and looked at each other after hearing Adil's words. One by one, they returned to their places. "See, Mickey, they all understood," Adil said with a smile. "Mickey, now it's the sorcerer's turn. Finally, Adele and Mickey managed to catch the sorcerer and put him back in his box. As soon as the box was closed, the magic's effect ended and all the toys returned to their normal state. Ah, that was so easy, Adele said, relieved. We did it together, Adele. You know, we should take good care of our things and never harm them. Mickey replied, reminding him of the importance of valuing their belongings. You're absolutely right, Mickey. We did all this because we love our toys, Adele said, realizing the root of their problem. After restoring order in his room, Adele and Mickey laughed and looked at each other, then started cleaning the room together. And so, thanks to their teamwork and friendship, everything returned to normal in Adele's room. The toys continued to be his beloved companions, each holding a special place in his heart. The moral of this story is that we should value our things and work with our friends as a team, because together we can face any problem.